Top story, Dr. Anthony Fauci looked on with white-hot jealousy as President Biden went on TV to announce new CDC guidelines.
Starting today, if you're fully vaccinated and you're outdoors, you need, and not in a big crowd, you no longer need to wear a mask.
The president hopes loosening mask requirements will encourage vaccinations for people not yet sold by the whole "this will keep you from dying" angle. Governor, what will the loosening of these restrictions mean for the most vulnerable in your state, those who haven't yet found a place to summer?
I hope it gives them an incentive to get vaccinated, James. We've got 2/3 of our people vaccinated, but the third who aren't vaccinated tend to be younger folks, the so-called invincibles. So if they have a little incentive, if you don't have to wear a mask when you're outside, if you can show you've been vaccinated, let's do it.
This is a good move by Biden. By announcing looser restrictions for the vaccinated, more Americans will get the shot now that it's completely self-serving.
Not wearing masks outdoors will make it much easier to catch your breath while dive rolling away from police gunfire.
That's a great point.
I'm not going to stop wearing a mask until there is justice in Myanmar.
Cool, Austin. Let's see what Fox News host who squints so he can only see white people, Tucker Carlson, had to say.
As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives.
If we've learned anything from the past year, it's that masks don't work and calling the police always works. Now, Governor, is it child abuse to keep your children alive in a world with Tucker Carlson?
What? I'll tell you one thing. We said all of our kids in school, even the youngest kids in nursery school, have to wear a mask. Everybody said, you're nuts. They'll never wear the mask. They saw their friends wearing a mask. They all wore the mask.
Kids love conformity.
We got our schools open in September, and kids are going there safely.
Hey, look, I got to jump in here and commend Carlson for his optimism of imagining a city where child services hasn't been defunded out of existence.
You know, I'm with Tucker on this one. Children with immunodeficiency should chill out and enjoy the playground for once.
Now, the census results are in, and congratulations, America. Texas makes the laws now. Political power in the United States will continue to shift south this decade as historically Democratic states that border the Great Lakes give up congressional seats and electoral votes to regions where Republicans currently enjoy a political advantage. Great to see wage suppression and mobility stagnation has forced Americans to load their worldly possessions into a jalopy and hope for a better life potato yanking in Idaho. Governor, Connecticut only grew by 0.9%, one of the lowest rates in the nation. Have you considered making your official portrait more alluring to fertile women from far-off lands?
We got the prettiest girls in America, so you ought to all come to Connecticut.
Hold on, Governor. The CUOMO is coming up.
We don't have as much population explosion as we should. We have a lot of folks coming to the state, though. We grew a little bit this last few years. We're going to grow a lot more the next 10 years.
And let me just say that it is my genuine hope that your residents bone their way back to national relevance.
Hey, I say you need to change the motto of Connecticut to just go talk to your crush. When I heard that, my life started to change.
Oh, man.
You know, I think Connecticut can attract more residents by bringing back the only industry that ever made the state relevant, whaling. Every new resident gets a free whale. What you do with it is your business.
See, Austin, that's how you big news. What do you think, Governor? A whale in every household?
I'll tell you one thing. If you can show that you've been vaccinated, you can go to a restaurant and you get a free drink, so you have a whale of a good time. That's one of the incentives we're offering, especially to get young people vaccinated.
All right, people, don't forget, if you have your vaccine, you can drink a whale. We turn now to President Biden's upcoming joint address, where he'll unveil details of his $1.5 trillion American Families Plan that unfairly targets America's marginalized, ultra-rich 20-somethings with pre-expunged DUIs. Axios reports President Biden is committed to increasing capital gains taxes for the richest Americans when they die before they pass wealth to their heirs, according to people familiar with the matter. Obviously, the people familiar with the matter are poor, or they'd be sputtering too hard to speak. Governor, as the sixth richest state in America, when will you announce Connecticut has seceded from the Union and become a slightly gaudier Vatican-like micronation?
No, I think America needs Connecticut too much, so we're not going anywhere.
Let's fact check that.
But look, we're not raising any taxes in this state, unlike our neighbors. That's one of the reasons people are moving here.
Now, my tech connects say the self-interest of the rich is what drives American ingenuity. These Biden taxes might set back development of a car that drives around on its hind legs.
Looks dumb and you're dumb. Now, moving on, New York governor and self-proclaimed experimental hug artist Andrew Cuomo had this to say in his first in-person press conference since several women accused him of sexual misconduct.
If Tish James's report comes back and finds the contrary, considering that you've said zero tolerance for sexual harassment in this state, will you discipline yourself or consider resigning?
Yeah, the report can't say anything different because I didn't do anything wrong.
That statement flies in the face of brave testimony delivered by eyewitness 7 weeks ago, Andrew Cuomo.
I could intend no offense, but if they were offended by it, then it was wrong.
Now, Governor, when asked to comment on this story, you urged patience from the mob-chasing Kissy Frankenstein, saying, I think the independent investigation will tell you a lot over the next 2 to 3 weeks. That was from an article published 8 weeks ago. Will you do the brave thing and right here, right now, say that you don't believe it's been more than 2 or 3 weeks?
Absolutely not. I won't do the brave thing.
Wow.
I think I'll let the investigation play itself out.
Now, hold on, Governor. We're just getting breaking news here. We're getting word that Governor Andrew Cuomo is walking through downtown Albany, covered in blood, holding a chainsaw and screaming, lock me up, I did something bad. This is just coming in. Governor, are you still going to stick by his side?
You can't believe everything you see on streaming TV. You got to double check the facts a few times before you commit.
You're right. This is the fog of war. That's why more details are now coming in. He's now screaming, Governor Lamont, save yourself and do not stick by my side. Your reaction?
Are you sure that's what he's saying? That surprised me. Can I just say one thing about Andrew Cuomo?
Please.
During the early days of this COVID pandemic, when Washington, D.C. didn't have a clue, he was a pretty good partner for us as we tried to work our way to keep people safe.
And a better partner for the cremation industry.